G'day guys, Thatguypurps here, back with another music reaction video. Hello to all the Hangover gang. Tom MacDonald's just dropped his new one. It's called Dear Slim. I have seen on Instagram he's been hinting at it in the last couple of days that, dropping this Friday, which is obviously Saturday here in Australia. New song produced by Eminem. I've then sort of heard along the grapevine that he purchased this NFT, one of Eminem's beats. Now, I'm not all up on NFTs and how they work and everything like that, but I do understand a little bit, like the premise behind it. You basically buy the rights to and own then the physical copy of something. I've seen it for artwork, stuff like that. So clearly he was in an auction and he paid like $100K or something for this beat. So let's see if it was worth the money. Personally, I think, for any hip hop artist, if you had the opportunity, even if you had to pay $100,000 to have your song on a beat made by Eminem, you'd be stupid not to do it. So I do understand also that Tom's been a huge stan all his life. Obviously being a white rapper, a lot of people that are white rappers looked up to Eminem. He sort of did pave the way for white rappers in the industry. He really did open up a lot of doors in the industry to all these up and comers, and gave a lot of people someone to sort of look up to and be like, well, hey, if he can break through and be recognized and have the community sort of get behind his movement and what he's saying, then obviously hip-hop's an art form and not a skin color, So, interesting to see what Tom does with this. Hopefully it blows up. His last couple of songs have got, over 1 million views in the next 24 hours. So, we'll have to see how this one goes in the next day or so. But Tom MacDonald and Eminem together, like maybe not rapping together, but in the same headline, I can envisage, well over 1 million people. I think 1 million was his last. He got 1 million in 24 hours or something on his last one. So I expect that to be, much the same. So without any further ado, guys, let's get into this one. This is Dear Slim, which sort of, I think the beat was from the Stan remix thing. So obviously he starts off that with, Dear Slim, I wrote you but you still ain't calling, So maybe it's something along those lines.
Dear Slim, I thought you might have heard of me maybe, because lately everywhere I turn someone's comparing us crazy. I never would have.
Alright, I gotta go back to the beginning, but just straight off the bat with the visuals, that's just a... Oh, do you see that little baby's face in the bubbles? Or is that just me? Just above his arm, there's like a little alien face with like... Nah, the human brain, yeah. Anyway, I'm off on a tangent. I'm so excited about this. Straight off the bat, he's got the bleached hair. He's got the dreads, but if you trim that off, he'd have a perfectly shaved head like Stan did in the Eminem song. He's sitting at the same sort of desk with all the the fan imagery around him, and he's scribbling on the paper, Dear Slim, I wrote you, so it really is an homage or a homage to that.
Dear Slim, I thought you might have heard of me maybe, because lately everywhere I turn someone's comparing us crazy. I never would have thought when I was bumping Biggie and Pac that I would buy bleach in a box and become the product of shade. But I'm here now. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald. People call me controversial. I'm the one.
Is that the Stan car? Like, is that the one that he drove off the bridge? And is that why it's covered in, like, it looks like it's been recovered from the bottom of a creek or a river or something? And he's sitting on top?
Dear Slim, I thought you might have heard of me maybe, because lately everywhere I turn someone's comparing us crazy. I never would have thought when I was bumping Biggie and Pac that I would buy bleach in a box and become the product of shade. But I'm here now. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald. People call me controversial. I'm the one that counterculture follows. Every song I drop's a
Yeah, so it had him in the water. sort of swimming up, and then obviously now we got the recovered car. So is he trying to say that? Oh, I guess he's saying that he's a Stan, because Stan was the one who wrote the initial message, and then drove his car off the bridge with his pregnant wife in the trunk. But just that whole sort of, like, that's a message in itself. Like he's saying to Eminem, not only did I buy your beat, not only have I looked up to you like my whole life, but I am that Stan. I am Stan. I am a Stan. Like the whole imagery of, obviously he's escaped out of the car and he's swimming up through the water, and he's got the car and everything there. And then we was talking about there, like
Biggie impacted Albert by bleaching the box and become the product of shade. But I'm here now. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald. People call me controversial. I'm the one that counterculture follows. Every song I drop's a problem. I offend an awful lot with topics commenting on race and politics. I'm pretty awesome. Dear.
Whoa. And that's exactly what Eminem did back in the day. He was commenting on political agendas. He was commenting on race issues. He was really stirring the pot. He was really what did he say?
And I was bumping Biggie and Pac that Albert by bleaching the box and become the product of shade. But I'm here now. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald. People call me controversial. I'm the one that counterculture follows.
Counterculture. So Eminem was very controversial. The amount of lawsuits, the amount of all the radio edits where and then you get what I'm saying, like it was just, you try and listen to an Eminem song from the early 2000s, that's a radio edit, and he says about 3 words in the whole thing because every single statement's been redacted, blanked out, everything else, because it was, too controversial for radio. That's why I really love that, today's generation and stuff, even though they seem to be offended by a lot of things, they're also not offended by a lot of things. So we've come a long way, but we've gone back. We've gone back so far as well. But yeah, that's like a direct comparison of like, he's sort of like the Eminem, like what Eminem was doing, but 20 years later. He's still talking about all this other stuff where other people are just rapping about guns, drugs, sex, violence. Yeah, this is really interesting. I really love what he's done here. So far, Tom, money well spent, bro. Money well spent. And this beat slaps.
Here now. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald. People call me controversial. I'm the one that counterculture follows. Every song I drop's a problem. I offend an awful lot with topics commenting on race and politics. I'm pretty awesome. Dear Slim, I know we're very different politically. Seems like some of your biggest fans are the victims I'm triggering. They're convinced I don't like you, which ain't consistent with history. I was picked on as a kid and they don't know what Slim did for me. But I'm here now, and I fight the system just like you. Was addicted to pills and liquor and quit them just like you. People claim that you hate me, but Marshall, that can't be right, dude. You'd have to hate yourself as well, cause Marshall, I'm you.
Oh. So, and he is, like he is very different politically than Eminem, and he's right. A lot of the people that follow Eminem and Eminem's views on politics are triggered by what Tom says. But the same could be said back in the day with Eminem. A lot of people were triggered by what he was saying, and even the people that support him now have gone back. Like there was this whole, a month or so ago, like trying to cancel Eminem for the stuff that he said. I think it was for his Fact song. But you go back and listen to Kim, you go back and listen to some of the other songs from like back in the day, and people are trying to cancel this man because of that. And they're the same people that love the stuff that he's talking about now. So I can see the comparison Tom's trying to make with the, he's basically that artist that is stirring the pot, bringing issues into your face, and it is triggering people. But when people get triggered, they start talking about it. It stirs up conversation. Conversation's great because you can hear both sides, and hopefully you can find that middle ground where you sort of appreciate the other person's side. You still keep your stance, but you can appreciate them a little bit more, and then we work forward. That's why a lot of countries, democracy have 2 parties. It's not that one's better than the other. It's that one has one view and one has the other view, and together they try and work it out so that the majority of people are happy. You're always going to have your far rights and far lefts. But yeah, I really love what he's doing here. Like, and he's not saying that, I'm like Eminem in my rapping ability or my rapping style, or I also seen a bit of hate just on Instagram and stuff. Some of the comments. He's not claiming, like when he says I'm you, he's just trying to trigger people. He's not saying, I'm as good as Eminem or whatever. He's making that direct comparison to his actions. The artist that he is like the artist that Eminem was or is. But more so when he was Slim Shady. Stirring that pot, getting people to talk, being controversial, bringing issues to light, not following the status quo. So, yeah, 40 seconds, 45 seconds. 45, oh, this is going to be a long one, guys. This is going to be a long one.
Can't be right, dude. You'd have to hate yourself as well, cause Marshall, I'm you. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck. But I don't give a what, nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what, nah, 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 nah. Dear Slim, I thought that maybe because you paved the way for me, you might relate to weight that Caucasian rappers are carrying. They're constantly comparing us to you, it's embarrassing. Never gaining their approval, it's just hate we're inheriting.
Why is every white rapper compared to Eminem? There's been heaps of really good rappers throughout history. Why is every white rapper just compared to Eminem? Like, yeah, none are really the level of Eminem, but you don't have, not every black rapper's compared to Tupac or Biggie. Not every black rapper's every black freestyler is compared to like Big L or all these really great people that led the culture. Is every single white rapper that is slightly lyrical compared to Eminem? Like, I don't think that's very fair. And then in turn, it produces a lot of hate, like Tom just said.
They're constantly comparing us to you, it's embarrassing. Never gaining their approval, it's just hate we're inheriting. But I'm here now, go ahead and hate it, don't hurt. Call me culture vulture, garbage, those are ignorant words. I kill a vulture, cook the poultry in a pan till it's burnt. See, Marshall, I'm just like you, I'm flipping the bird.
That was one of Marshall's big things back in the day, he always used to, flip the bird to people, and then he was just talking there. He's not like the culture vulture, obviously vulture being a bird, and then he said he put it in the pan.
Comparing us to you, it's embarrassing. Never gaining their approval, it's just hate we're inheriting. But I'm here now, go ahead and hate it, don't hurt. Call me culture vulture, garbage, those are ignorant words. I kill a vulture, cook the poultry in a pan till it's burnt. See, Marshall, I'm just...
Cook it in the pan till it's burned. See, I'm just like you, I'm flipping the bird because he's turning the roast in the pan. I also like there on the production, you've got that, obviously you got Tom spitting in his normal voice, but then underlying that, you got this really, really, really deep, sort of just soft, just repeating the same things. It sounds really good.
Just like you, I'm flipping the bird. Dear Slim, I just want to give you your flowers. I spent hours memorizing all of your songs in 2000. You were the reason I screamed at all of my teachers. A teen, I needed your CD on repeat and Shady's face on my t-shirt. But I'm here.
Oh, I gotta hear that again. See, we gotta give all these artists flowers while they're alive, Give them their flowers while they're alive. Don't wait till they're past to be like, oh, he was the greatest and whatever. Nah, man, like, Tom's clearly been inspired by Eminem. He's clearly loved all of his music, and it shows, and he's not hiding the fact. He's never hidden the fact. But this is just a direct just thank you, and like you said, I'm just giving you your flowers, man. Like, cheers for being the artist you were, because without you, I might not be here. you inspired me to do what I do, and that all the things that Tom's sort of saying, you know, like, this is great.
Didn't hate it, don't hurt. Call me culture vulture, garbage, those are ignorant words. I kill a vulture, cook the poultry in a pan till it's burnt. See, Marshall, I'm just like you, I'm flipping the bird. Dear Slim, I just want to give you your flowers. I spent hours memorizing all of your songs in 2000. You were the reason I screamed it. All of my teachers, a teen, I needed your CD on repeat and Shady's face on my t-shirt. But I'm here now, they call me controversial just like you. We're both white, both rap, both of our eyes blue. Screw any guy who tries to say you changed and don't like you. Cause in my mind it's still 99, and I'm you. Marshall, remember back when.
And again, he's talking about the mindset. He's not talking about, you know, like, I'm Eminem, you know, trying to claim that he's Eminem. He's talking about that mindset, you know. When Eminem hit the game, he really flipped the script on a lot of things, you know. And that's why he was so controversial, and I think that's why he gained so much attention. And then, you know, once you're a household name, you get recognition. So, yeah, money well spent, Tom. Money well spent.
Both rap, both of our eyes blue. Screw any guy who tries to say you changed and don't like you. Cause in my mind it's still 99, and I'm you. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen.
Well, so catchy.
I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. Whether you love me or hate me, you think I'm crazy. Dropped 100 grand to get a beat from Shady. I really hope when I bought it he wasn't angry, but I really had to tell him that he changed me. The truth of the matter is, without you, Marshall Mathers, I would've committed suicide before I was a rapper. You showed me that I could do.
This cadence sounds familiar too. I think this is an Eminem cadence too. Like, why does that sound so familiar? I got a shock of memory, but I can't remember the name of the song. But that's definitely a flow that Eminem's used.
I'm crazy. Dropped 100 grand to get a beat from Shady. I really hope when I bought it he wasn't angry, but I really had to tell him that he changed me. The truth of the matter is, without you, Marshall Mathers, I would've committed suicide before I was a rapper. You showed me that I could do it. I didn't need to be blacker. I know it's stupid, but I just had to do my best to say thank you.
Yes.
Remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah.
Nova did her thing again. Woo! Tom MacDonald. Hangover Gang, stand up. Your man is like putting out bangers. This is, yeah. Man, like, if I had the skill that Tom had and I had 100 grand, this is what you do. You know? Why wouldn't you do this? I really hope this blows up. He deserves this to blow up. Like, yeah. I don't know when I'm going to be able to post this. I got a couple in the schedule already, but yeah, hopefully in the next 24 hours or you know, what, 18 hours now or something from the time I'm recording this. But in its first 24 hours, I really hope that this hits over, you know, 1 million, 2 million. Heck, like, let's get it to 3 million, you know? Like, it wouldn't surprise me if every single Eminem fan in the world, just because it's produced by Eminem, and you either love Tom MacDonald, or if you're an Eminem fan, you know, you either love him or you hate him, you know? So, and everyone that hates him is still going to want to see what he did, what he did on here, you know? Your haters are your biggest followers, so, you know, they're going to say, oh, produced by Eminem, oh, Tom MacDonald, and they're just going to click on it, you know? Every time they click on it, it's a view, so it wouldn't surprise me if this, you know, gets 10, 20, 25 million, you know, views. And I hope it does, man. Like, Tom, do your thing, keep doing your thing, and yeah, Hangover Gang, get over and support it. If you haven't already been over to his channel and given him a view, go over there and watch it 10 times. Like, seriously, seriously, it's that good. It's that good. But, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, that's made my day. I'm going to be happy all day now. But yeah, like always, guys, thumbs up if you like the reaction. Head over to Tom MacDonald's page if you haven't already. Subscribe to his channel. You can clearly see he's a remarkable artist. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We'd love to have you part of the Purple fam. And like always, guys, until next time, I'm Thatguypurps, and I'll see you then.